the elevator hummed. A familiar sound. Eleanor pressed the button for her floor. 12. The doors shuddered, trying to close. She held her breath, waiting for the familiar lurch upwards. It never came. Instead, the lights flickered. Once. Twice. Darkness threatened to swallow the small space. Her heart pounded against her ribs, a frantic drum in the sudden silence. The elevator remained still. A bead of sweat traced a cold path down her spine. Eleanor pressed the button again, harder this time. Nothing. The air grew heavy, thick with the smell of ozone and something else. Something metallic and cold. Fear, sharp and cold, tightened its grip around her throat. Then a voice, a whisper, close to her ear. Wrong choice. Eleanor whirled around, searching the confines of the elevator. Empty. The voice, raspy and low, seemed to come from the very walls themselves. Her hand flew to her throat, stifling a scream. The lights flickered again, then steadied. For a moment, everything seemed normal. The elevator hummed. Her floor button glowed. She almost laughed, relief washing over her. Almost. But the doors opened. Not on floor 12. Before her stretched a hallway, shrouded in shadows. Endless. Silent. She didn't recognize this floor. She didn't recognize this building. A long, echoing corridor stretched before her, lit by flickering gas lamps that cast grotesque shadows on the walls. The air hung heavy and still, thick with the smell of dust and decay. Eleanor stepped out, her breath catching in her throat. The elevator doors slammed shut behind her, the sound echoing like a death knell in the silence. Fear, cold and clammy, tightened its grip. She fumbled for her phone, her fingers trembling. No signal, of course not. The hallway seemed to stretch endlessly, lined with portraits of people she didn't recognize. Their eyes, dark and empty, seemed to follow her every move. Or was it her imagination? A floorboard creaked in the distance, the sound amplified in the stillness. Footsteps? Or just the building settling? Eleanor's hand shook as she reached out to touch the wall, her fingers brushing against cold, rough stone. This wasn't right. None of this was right. This building was all glass and steel, modern and sleek. Not this mausoleum. Then it hit her, a chilling certainty that pierced through the fog of her fear. There had never been an elevator in this building. She had walked through the grand lobby, climbed the wide, sweeping staircase to her office 100 times. Yet here she stood, trapped. Eleanor leaned against the wall, her legs suddenly too weak to support her. A choked sob escaped her lips. The hallway seemed to press in on her, the shadows deepening, the eyes in the portraits watching, waiting. And the only sound was the echo of her own fear, bouncing off the wall.